Hey guys, this is a tutorial video for the pizza word processing assignment that I went over in class, but in case you were absent or you had some tech issues or you just got super stuck, I'm going to go ahead and go through this again with you in the video. So first off, what we want to do is let's go ahead and MLA format, because that's step one here, right? So remember, for MLA formatting, I want to do multiple things. So first I'm going to go ahead and select all of this text. So I'm going to do Control A to select all. And I want to change the font to Times New Roman. You can also change it to Courier New. So you have two choices, Courier New or Times New Roman. My font size should be 12. Okay. I want to have my text double spaced, so I'm going to click on the spacing button right here, change it to double. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and click away. My title here is not capitalized, so I'm going to go ahead and fix that. It is also not center aligned, so I'm going to triple click on it, 1, 2, 3, and press Control Shift E. Okay. Next up, I do need a heading and a header, so I'm going to go to Insert, go down to Headers and Footers, click on Header. It's left aligned by default, so I want it right aligned, so I can either use the button or I can use the keyboard shortcut, Control Shift R. I'm going to go ahead and type in my last name. Now, even though we changed the font size and the font, it didn't apply to the header. So we want to triple click this, change this to Times New Roman, size 12. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and press space at the end, and we're going to add in a page number. So I do want Google Docs to auto number it for me, otherwise it will not work correctly. So I'm going to go to Insert, go down to Page Numbers, and I'm going to click on this option right here. So this way it'll auto number it. So that way this is page 1, that's page 2. If you put a number in there, it'll just make every page that number, which is not what you want. Now I definitely want to make sure that I'm not in my header anymore, right? So when I'm in my header, I'm just going to click away from it. And in the regular part of the document, I want to do my heading. So remember, heading is first name, and then you're going to type in your last name. You're going to put your teacher's name, which for our purposes is me. So go ahead and put Mr. Letourneau here. We're going to put our class name and period. So I'm going to put business tech, period 3. And I'm going to put not today's date, but the due date. And remember, it goes day, then month, and we want the word, and then the year. Okay? Okay, so now we're ready for, oh, it looks like we have a little extra space here we need to fix. There we go. So we've done number 1. Now we're going to move on to number 2. Number 2 says use menu tools and then spelling. Okay? Or you can go through each red underlined word to correct it, because we have a bunch of spelling mistakes here, right? So I'm going to go to Tools, I'm going to go to Spelling and Grammar, and I'm going to do the Spelling and Grammar check. And it's going to ask me for each one, do I want to change this? Right? So we got a lot of misspelled words. I'm going to go ahead and fix them and accept the Spelling and Grammar check. Spell check's good at spelling. It's not so good at grammar, which you'll see in a second. So next up, it says find the word that's spelled correctly but is the incorrect word in the first paragraph. Okay, so spell check didn't catch it because it was spelled correctly, but it's the wrong word. So if I go back up here and I read this, I'll see that it talks about different toppings, right? And says suggestions include sausage, pepperoni, mushrooms, onions, anchovies, meatballs, him. That is wrong, right? Because we're not cannibals, we're not eating a person. So spell check didn't catch it because him spelled correctly, but it should be ham, right? So you can either change it like I did, or you can just delete it, right? That's why it says right here, change to the correct word or delete it. Now next up, it says to make a new third paragraph. So we have 2 paragraphs right now. You're gonna add another paragraph. That'll be paragraph 3. Answering the questions in paragraph 2. So you're gonna write a paragraph describing your favorite pizza. Okay, tell me what toppings you'd have on it. Do you like thin crust or thick crust? If you do not like pizza, describe what you think would be the best-selling pizza, like what you think would be popular for people. Make sure to give your pizza a name. These aren't that inventive though, such as sausage, Hawaiian, or veggie. Maybe some sort of like Mega Supremo pizza, I don't know. What's your favorite pizza place? And so then it says here, start a new paragraph answering the above questions. Be sure to press enter and tab to begin. What it means by that is, if I put my cursor at the end here, I'm going to press enter. So it gives me a new line, and then I'm going to press tab to indent. So I'm going to be typing my this new third paragraph here. Okay. So obviously I'm not going to do that because you're going to have your own favorite pizza or what you think is the favorite pizza, but you should type that paragraph. Once you're done with that though, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to add a picture of a pizza. So you make a new tab in Google, which I've already done, and I Google image searched. I like pepperoni pizza. I'm very basic, as people say. I don't take it as a negative though. That's just how I am. And so I put in pepperoni pizza. I got all these different pictures of pepperoni pizzas. Let me see. Some of these look too greasy. That actually doesn't look bad. That's pretty good melt on the cheese. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select this. I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to go to copy image. Okay. Then I'm going to go back to my original document, and you do the shortcut too, Control C if you click on it, but I'm going to paste it into my Google Doc, which the shortcut would be Control V, or I can use that right click menu. And I'm going to paste it. I want to put it between my first and second paragraph. So between my first and second paragraph over here, I'm going to go ahead and paste this. Okay. So there it is. So I right clicked to bring up that paste menu and I put paste. You could also use the shortcut, which was Control V. But just remember, it's going to paste wherever you put your cursor. So if you put your cursor somewhere else, it's going to paste it over there, and then you'll just have to click and drag it to move it. All right, now it says we want to have click break text. Now this is kind of confusing if you don't know what break text is. So I actually have to click on the picture, and it's going to give me this little menu. And it's how text wraps around the picture. See how in this little icon, the square would be your picture, and then the lines are kind of like your text. And I want this one on the right break text where no text should show up on the right. Okay, so I want to make sure that I click on that. I can resize this picture too. If you want, you can make it bigger or smaller, totally up to you. Once I'm happy, I'm going to go ahead and click off of it. Okay, and then I'm all done. So then number 6 is to delete these instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and, oops, that was too much. I'm going to go ahead and delete these. And I'm all done. Okay. Now again, yours is going to look slightly different than mine because I only have 2 paragraphs, but you're going to have to write this third paragraph, right? You wrote it about your favorite pizza or what you think would be the best-selling pizza. But you should have, everything else should be the same. You should have a heading, header, heading, center line title. Everything is MLA formatted. You've got your picture in here. And you've got your third paragraph. All right. Thanks, guys.